This is why I love the age of streaming. You can just randomly find a movie like this. I hadn't heard anything about it. I had no clue who the guy who made it was. It's just a movie no one's talking about. Written, directed and starring Jim Cummings. And it's pretty damn good. Like legitimately good. Somewhere among my favorite movies this year. For sure. Made by pretty much a complete no-name. Or maybe I'm just clueless and out of the loop. I might be. Anyway, it's about a cop. And his life is a bit of a mess. And the whole thing starts with a funeral. And this guy delivers one of the funniest eulogies I've ever heard. But at the same time as it's hilarious, it's also painfully awkward. And somehow still comes across as sincere. And that's the thing with this movie. The tone is constantly shifting. It toes the line between drama and comedy. But it does it pretty damn seamlessly. It does a really good job. And I think the balance between the two is pretty much perfect. Like, it's a dark movie. At least from the narrative perspective. I mean, things really aren't going well for this guy. But it's still consistently funny. And a lot of that has to do with the writing. But also the performance by the main guy. I mean, this is almost a one-man show. All the smaller characters are actually good too. They all work very well. And serve a clear purpose. But the main guy is clearly the star of the show. And the camera focuses on him most of the time. And there's quite a few long takes in this too. They let the shot linger a lot in this. There's basically no unnecessary cuts in this. It's long take after long take. And it lets this guy do his thing and shine. And shine he does. And I think that whole approach was great. Keep it simple, don't try anything fancy, let the writing and acting do the heavy lifting. And this is his first full-length movie, but he's apparently done a bunch of shorts before. And this thing is based on a short he made, from what I could find. But he really hasn't done a lot of acting either. And he's got a visual effects credit on Captain America Winter Soldier, of all things. I mean, at first I figured he's probably a stand-up comedian. That would make sense. But apparently he's not. He's just a guy, out there hustling, doing his thing. And now he's made a really great first movie. Gotta be honest though, when there was like 20 minutes left of the movie, I was trying to figure out how much I really liked this thing. I thought, is this a great movie? No, but it's very good. And then the last part came around and pretty much blew me away. I was not expecting it to end that strong. I mean, for most movies, the last act is the weakest. For this one, the last act is at least as good as the rest of it. Maybe better. The way it wraps it all up is perfect. I don't think they could have done it any better. It threw a bit of a twist in there and managed to tie it all together. And even put a neat little bow on it. I mean, it's one of the most focused and least bloated movies I've seen in a long time. If there's a scene, a character, or a subplot in this thing, it has a purpose. It's there for a reason. And I guess it all boils down to the fact that this is the result of one guy's singular vision. And yeah, the end result is fantastic. It's genuinely one of the best movies of the year. That being said, it relies a lot on that sorta darkly comedic tone, which isn't for everyone, but I happen to love it. So yeah, would I recommend it? I think so. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So go watch it. Or go watch it. No, seriously, just go watch it. Or don't. I'm not your dad.